Good morning, children.
Morning, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning,
Good morning. Good morning, children. Welcome to English class.
ma'am.
Today, we are going to learn a new lesson which is included in Unit 5 of your English textbook. Okay, and the title of the lesson is Helen Keller. As the title suggests, this lesson is about the world famous personality Helen Keller. So you can see on the screen the picture of Helen Keller. Okay, Helen Keller was born in the year 1880. Look onto the screen, Lohit. Helen Keller was born in the year 1880 and she passed away in 1968. Okay. Before we start this lesson, I want you to know the meanings of two words. Only then you will be able to understand this whole lesson. Okay, the two words are deaf and blind. So the word deaf refers to a person who cannot hear, whereas the word blind refers to a person who cannot see. So the main character of this lesson, Helen Keller, was deaf and blind. That means she could neither hear nor see. Helen Keller was an American writer, educator, and public speaker who fought for the cause of the deaf and blind. She was also the first blind and deaf person to earn a bachelor degree of arts from the Radcliffe College. Children, the life story of Helen Keller is very inspiring, because here we have a woman or a lady who has fought against her physical disabilities like blindness and deafness to prove to the world that anything is possible if there is a will. So this is a lesson that will encourage you to use your potential to full use. So by now, I think you're curious to know more about Helen Keller. So let's get started with the lesson, children. This lesson falls in page number 81 of your textbook. Okay, so right now, I don't want you to look into the textbook. Please look onto the screen. The title of the lesson is Helen Keller. It was the summer of 1880. A healthy baby girl was born in a small town in Alabama. Her parents loved her dearly and named her Helen Keller. So in this paragraph, we learned that Helen Keller was born in the year 1880 in the town of Alabama, which is in America. And when she was born, she was a healthy baby girl and her parents loved her dearly. Here, the word dearly means very much. So just like your parents love you very much or dearly, Helen Keller's parents also loved her dearly. And what name did they give her? They named her Helen Keller. Children, look onto the screen. Here you will find an old picture of Helen Keller when she was a baby. Okay, moving on to the second paragraph. But one day, the baby became ill, and day after day, her fever stayed high. Everyone in the family tried to help her to get better, but all they could say was, "There is nothing more we can do. The baby may not live." We learned from the first paragraph that when Helen was born, she was a healthy child, but when she was 19 months old, she contracted an unknown illness. Her temperature did not subside at all. It went on going up, and no one knew what to do in order to bring her fever down. And everyone in the family tried their level best to help Helen feel better. But it all went in vain. Helen's fever remained the same and she didn't show any sign of progress or recovery. So finally, everyone in the family, they gave up and they said, "We cannot do anything more. The kid may not survive at all. She won't live because her health is critical." So now finally everyone gave up. Will Helen's parents be happy, children? Will they be happy? when their daughter is sick? No, they were very upset or sad. Moving further, Helen lived, but she was not the same after her illness. Something is very wrong, her mother said. At last, they found out what was wrong. The child could not see or hear. Surprisingly, Helen recovered from her illness. Here, the word illness means a fever or a disease. Sorry. Or a sickness. Okay, so we learned before that Helen was suffering from some fever and her condition was critical. But soon she recovered and it was a surprise for everyone. But after recovering or recuperating from her illness, Helen was no longer the same child. There was something different about her, which her mother sensed. So she found that Helen was acting or behaving in a different way. And she's told, there was something different with my child. And finally, the parents found out that Helen could not hear or see. And this was a sad day for the Keller family because their baby girl, who was once fit and healthy, was no longer healthy. She was blind and deaf, and they could not bear this news. Next paragraph. The baby grew into a little girl. Her parents felt sorry for her. Helen often cried and held on to her mother. Give the poor child what she wants, her father would say. Here we come to understand that growing up as a girl was very difficult for Helen because she was deaf and blind. Helen could never express her thoughts or feelings to others. She could not tell her mother what she wanted and how she felt. And this left her helpless because she could not communicate her thoughts and feelings with others. And as a result, what would she do, children? Because she was helpless and she felt sad, she would hold on to her mother and cry. You can see how Helen is holding on to her mother and crying. Poor kid, she didn't know how to tell her mother what she felt. She could never express in words what she wanted. So she felt dejected, disappointed, and helpless. As a result, she would just hold on to her mother and keep crying. And her father could not bear this sight. He felt very sad to see Helen crying. So he would tell his wife, give the poor child whatever she wants. Just let her not cry. So here you get to know how her parents as well as Helen are struggling after she became deaf and blind. Next paragraph. Though Helen could not hear or see, she was a bright little girl. Some people thought Helen could not learn anything. Her mother did not agree. Helen is very smart, she said, and added, the problem is, how can we reach her? She is locked up inside herself. Here it is said that Helen is a bright little girl. The word bright means to be intelligent or clever. So Helen was a bright little girl or an intelligent girl despite being deaf and blind. Seeing her, some people remarked that Helen could never learn anything in her life because she was blind and deaf. But her mother did not want to accept that. To such people who tried to discourage Helen, she sternly remarked that Helen is a very smart girl. She said her daughter was very smart and that once the problem with her is sorted out, she would be able to learn anything in the world. Now, what is the problem that Helen is facing here? Helen did not know how to communicate with others. She could not neither see nor hear. So she didn't know how to tell what she wanted. Or even to the people who were close to her, she could not communicate or express her thoughts. So she was frustrated and helpless. And her mother understood that once she learned the language of the deaf and blind people, she will be able to communicate with others. And after mastering the art of communication, which the deaf and blind people follow, Helen could be made to learn anything, because Helen was their bright little girl. Children, for one moment, I am going to unmute you all so that you can ask your doubts. Okay. Those who have doubts, please, you can unmute yourself and ask. Okay? Yeah.
Ma'am, Helen could not hear.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, that one right,
person,
ma'am.
one person. One person right now, Husaifa is asking. After she asks,
Ma'am, Vaishnavi.
Please.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, Vaishnavi. Yeah, Husaifa, go ahead.
Ma'am, that one right, ma'am.
You don't have to write anything, Vaishnavi. Please don't interrupt in between. There is somebody asking a doubt. Okay? Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Husaifa, go ahead.
Write lesson in notebook. But why she could not talk?
Yeah, that's a very sensible doubt, Husaifa. The thing is, see, when you were a baby, how did you learn to speak? You heard sounds being made by people around you, isn't it? You must have seen how your mother speaks certain words. You would have heard those words, isn't it? And you would have also seen her lip movements while talking. You would have heard those words with your ears as well. But at a young age, Helen had gone deaf and blind, so she could never hear how words were spoken. I have a very good video to show you.
Yes,
No, let me share a new screen. So
Ma'am.
that
Yes, ma'am.
this screen,
Yes, ma'am.
can you see?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now be
Ma'am, mute
silent.
everyone.
Okay. Be silent and watch this.
Ma'am, we couldn't not hear, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, we cannot hear.
You
Ma'am, you are in
Ma'am, that is not hearing, ma'am.
Okay, I will send the video again to you. Don't worry. But you could see how she was communicating using hands, isn't it? Isn't it?
Okay, ma'am.
And also, I think after you watch that video, your doubts regarding why she couldn't speak will be cleared. Helen Keller was not dumb, but still she couldn't speak properly because she has never heard any human being talk, or she has never tried speaking because right from a young age she had become deaf and blind. Okay, I hope I have answered Husaifa's doubt. Now, any other person doubt?
Ma'am,
Yes. Yes, Prajwal.
when Helen Keller was small,
Yes.
she was not having anything, but she was having fever.
Yes.
After becoming young, how will she get? How will she become deaf and dumb, blind?
No, it is this fever. This was a type of fever that left her deaf and dumb, deaf and blind. But somehow, miraculously, Helen got cured, but she lost her sense of sight as well as hearing. Okay? Any other doubt?
ma'am.
Any other doubt?
Ma'am, ma'am,
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
One second.
No, ma'am.
Mute yourself. Mute yourself. Joy. Yes, what is your doubt, Joy?
ma'am,
What's the disease name, ma'am? Is it found or it is a...
No, it's just even I tried to find it out, but then it is said that she contracted an unknown disease. That's all I know. Okay. Okay.
Ma'am?
So yes.
I'm having another doubt, ma'am.
Yeah. Ask me, Prajwal.
But in the video, she was talking.
Yes. The thing is, you must have seen how she was feeling the mouth of other person, isn't it? So how did she learn to speak even a little, she would touch the mouth of the other person with her fingers while they were talking. And when we talk, there will be some vibrations in the lips, isn't it? Normally, we don't pay much attention to all these things, but Helen Keller, that's how she tried to understand how normal people spelt words. So she would place her hands on others' lips, and based on the vibrations, she also tried to speak. But the thing is, whatever she spoke, other person couldn't understand properly. So you must have seen in the video how there was an interpreter, isn't it, who could understand Helen's talk, and she was trying to interpret to the outside world what Helen meant. Okay. So here, one more thing, children. She is locked up inside herself. What is locked up? Does that mean that Helen Keller is locked in a room? No. After becoming blind and deaf, Prajwal, please mute yourself, my dear. See, in somebody's house, TV is running. Okay, I have to mute you. Yes. So Helen, it doesn't mean that Helen was locked up in a room. After becoming deaf and blind, Helen's world became dark. She could not communicate or express her thoughts even to somebody who was closer to her. Because of that, her thoughts and feelings remained within herself. So her thoughts, feelings, her wants, everything was locked within herself. Okay? So I'm going to the next paragraph, children. Hope you don't have any doubts. Okay? Helen began to grow wild. She would not let anyone comb her hair. Her clothes were always dirty. She was often angry. Sometimes she even lay on the floor and kicked her feet. Here it is said how being blind and deaf changed Helen's behavior. We have seen how Helen had felt after becoming deaf and blind. She felt helpless and she was sad because of her plight. And this sadness later turned into frustration and anger. And Helen started showing wild behavior. So what does the expression grow wild mean? To behave in an uncontrolled manner. To behave in a hysteric manner. So Helen started behaving in a violent manner to the people around her. And what would she do? She would not let anyone comb her hair. So her hairs were left unkempt always, and her clothes were also dirty because she didn't want her mother to change her clothes at all. She was always angry at her plight and it's quite natural because she cannot express what she wanted even to her mother. As a result, she was angry and she would sometimes even lay on the floor and she kicked her feet. So all this shows how disappointed or dejected and frustrated Helen Keller was at her plight. And will this make her parents happy? No, they were very sad to see their once healthy baby girl going through such a sad plight. Moving further. Her parents thought that they should find a teacher for her. Miss Sullivan, a young teacher, agreed to help Helen to learn to see the world. Miss Sullivan gave Helen a doll. D-O-L-L spells doll. She spelled the words with her fingers into Helen's hand. She made the letters with special hand signs. Yes, in order to control Helen's wild behavior, her parents decided to find a teacher for her. So what did they do? They approached the Perkins Institution for the Blind, asking for a teacher who was trained to teach blind and deaf children. And the Perkins Institution for the Blind suggested Miss Anne Sullivan to assist Helen Keller. Children, the story of Anne Sullivan is almost similar to that of Helen Keller. When Anne Sullivan was young, she also contracted an eye infection which left her blind. So her parents had to send her to a school for the blind children to continue her studies. So she was put in the Perkins Institution for the Blind for her studies. Here at this school, Miss Anne Sullivan makes friends with a girl who was blind as well as deaf. So in order to talk to her best friend or to communicate to her with her best friend, Anne Sullivan had to learn the deaf-blind finger alphabet. So this is how Anne Sullivan learned the deaf-blind finger alphabet so that she could communicate with her best friend. But one thing happened to Miss Anne Sullivan. After several surgeries, she gained partial eyesight. So this was a miracle for Miss Anne Sullivan. So Miss Anne Sullivan was the best teacher to train deaf and blind Helen Keller. Children, I also want you to see the deaf-blind finger alphabet. So this is the deaf and blind finger alphabet. Here, as you can see, each letter of the alphabet is represented using a particular hand sign. See how B is shown, isn't it? So different hand signs are used in order to represent a particular letter. Right? Now this deaf-blind manual alphabet is also called as finger spelling. So here in this sign language, these words are spelled onto the hand of the deaf-blind person. So in this sign language, words are spelled onto the hands of the deaf-blind person. Okay, I'll show you a video how this is done. You can see how different letters of the alphabet are formed by hand signs. See how D is formed. Now E is formed. Okay. Now let's get back to our paragraph, children. So here, what method did Anne Sullivan use in order to train Helen Keller? She used the deaf-blind finger alphabet in order to teach different words to Helen. So the first word which Miss Sullivan taught Helen was D-O-L-L, doll. So what did she do? She gave the doll to Helen Keller, and she spelled the words using special hand signs, using the deaf-blind finger alphabet. Joy, I'll get back to you. Just give me a moment to explain this paragraph. Okay. And Helen also copied whatever her teacher asked her to do. So using the deaf-blind finger alphabet, Miss Sullivan tried to teach Helen different words. Okay. Yes, now Joy, you can ask your doubt.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
the teacher, Miss Sullivan, was teaching Helen Keller. How did she teach her?
That's what. See, those hand signs were there, right? See, those hand signs, see, we don't understand them because we have never learned them and we don't need them also, isn't it? So once you know how each letter of the alphabet can be formed by using particular signs on your hand, then it becomes easy for them to communicate, and it is done very fast. See, Miss Sullivan tried to teach deaf and blind Helen the sign language of the deaf and blind people. So from this paragraph, we get to know that Miss Anne Sullivan was appointed as Helen's teacher. So Miss Sullivan tried to teach Helen the sign language used by the deaf and blind people. She tried to teach her the deaf-blind finger alphabet, and she spelled the word doll, D-O-L-L, onto the hand of Helen so that she could learn the word doll. So this was a beginning for Helen Keller. Until now, she could never express her thoughts and feelings to others. But now she has a teacher who was trained in the deaf-blind finger alphabet and who was also capable to teach her different words so that she could understand the things around her. So let's stop here, children, and continue the lesson in the next class. Okay. So your assignment for today is record your reading of the lesson and post it to my personal WhatsApp number. Okay, I will also be sending you a movie of Helen Keller as well as a video where Helen Keller tries to talk. Don't forget to watch it, children. So bye-bye, children. Have a great day.